When a visitor comes knocking, a man shows his approval and pleasure of seeing his guest by giving him the what we call the okujepisa omukazendu treatment. Okujepisa omukazendu treatment. The wife is given to his guest to spend the night while the husband sleeps in another room. In a case where there is no available room, her husband will sleep outside. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dedan Arrow from Uganda. In case it is your first time here, please consider subscribing. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification button, because when you hit that notification button, every time I upload a video, you will receive a notification. And please like this video. Click that like button. When you like the video, it's going to help me push this video to a lot of people in the whole world. And lastly, please give this video a like or let me know what you think in the comment section. Go down the comment section and tell me anything you think about this video. Like I told you guys, I am from Uganda. Uganda is found in Eastern Africa, and today we're gonna look at one of the cultures in Africa, to be specific in Namibia. There is this tribe that is called the Himba. As you can see the description of the video, the title of the video, these people, they give free sex to visitors. Once you go there to visit, they give you a free sex. And surprisingly, these people, they also don't bathe with water. They actually never bathe. And they give free sex when you go there as a visitor. A man has to give you his wife, for free sex. Did you know that this tribe exists? Let's dive into the Himba people. Now, Namibia is a beautiful country that sits in the southern part of Africa. The country has a breathtaking landscape that is dotted with glorious mountains, the Fish River, the canyon gold grass plains of the Kalahari, and wildlife. All of this, they make Namibia an interesting tourist destination. But however, the peculiar custom of the Himba tribe in Namibia has brought her to the international spotlight, especially in recent times. What makes them popular involves not just their interesting custom, but also their way of life, clothing, and economy. The Himba people, also regarded as the Omuhimba or Ovahimba people, they live in northern part of Namibia, especially in the Kunene region. They are said to offer free sex and adorn newborns with beaded necklace. Although the Himba people engage cooperatively with neighboring tribes, they live in seclusion, and they're actually wary of external contacts. Now, this is their way of resisting contamination to their beliefs and culture. Himba is one of the warmest tribes in Africa, and they are they are very cautious to strangers and visitors alike. So they, however, frown at anything that will threaten their cultural values and traditions. All over Africa, some tribes like the Himba still respect and live according to the traditions of their ancestors. Other examples include the Maasai tribe in Kenya, the Pygmies in Congo, and many other tribes that call the Dagon Valley in the Mali their home. However, the one that intrigues me the most is the Himba tribe in northwest Namibia. The first settlements of the Himba people can be tracked back to the early 16th century when they crossed the Angolan border and chose Kowakland, nowadays it's called the Kunene region, as their new homeland. At that time, the word Himba did not exist because they had not yet separated themselves from the Helelo tribe. So at the end of the 19th century, Namibia was plagued by a relentless bovine epidemic. So most of the cattle that the Helelo depended on perished, and the tribe faced a great crisis. So subsequently, the tribe moved south and started to explore different regions, enhance their chances of survival. Still, some members decided to stay and rather struggle for survival in familiar territories. Then and there, the schism between the two tribes became a reality, and the Himba identity came into being. So freely translated from the Ojitherero language, the word Himba means beggar. Why did they inherit this somewhat, derogatory name? Well, after the schism, many of those that remained roamed the vast, what you call the Kaoka land, in search of cattle and crops, asking fellow or other tribe members for help. So that's how this Himba came into existence. One thing you must know about the Himbas, it is customary for them for the women to engage in daily activities of milking cows, taking care of the children while the men go hunting, sometimes living for long periods of time. With a population of over 50,000, the Himba are a polygamous people, where Himba girls are married off to male partners selected by their fathers once they attain puberty. Now, most of their cultures have been upheld despite Western influence and agitation. Among these is the man comes first tradition. The woman has little or no opinion in the decision making. Submission is her husband's demands come first. Now, according to the Himba people, when a visitor comes knocking, a man shows his approval and pleasure of seeing his guest by giving him the what we call the okujepisa omukazendu treatment. Okujepisa omukazendu treatment. The wife is given to his guest to spend the night while the husband sleeps in another room. In a case where there is no available room, her husband will sleep outside. Yes, this is true. So this apparently reduces jealousy and fosters relationships. Another tradition that has stood the test in time is the bathing is forbidden rule. Rather than take their baths, the women take a smoke bath and apply aromatic resins on the skin. I'm going to tell you these things in details because you really need to know about this. What is more funny is that they offer free sex to visitors. Like I told you, when a man comes to visit, then the man of the house will actually give his wife to the visitor, and then the man will sleep in the next room. And if there is no additional room, then the man of the house will move outside and leave his wife with the visitor in the house. Yes. And another one, the red ochre cream that the Himba are famous for is made by pounding the ochre stone into small pieces. After that, the fragments are mixed with butter, slightly heated using smoke and applied on the skin. After many conversations with the elders of the tribe, I've concluded that the main reason for the red ochre is to establish a difference between men and women. Moreover, the red layer seems to help against the scarring sun radiation, while keeping the skin clean and moist, and to some extent, it blocks hair growth on the body. Now, on top of the woman's head, you find the Himba crown. They call it the elembe. This crown is made of cow or goat leather and is pressed on the head when a girl reaches puberty. Now, the red ochre, however, is applied when the girls are old enough to look after themselves hygienically. The tribesmen do not apply red ochre on their skin. Now, the Himba people, they also stick to porridge. Like every morning and evening, they heat some water, wait until it boils and put some fry in it, maybe add some oil and food is served. The fry is mostly from maize, but from time to time you might find some mahangu fry as well. Mahangu is another name for the pearl millet. So it is a prevalent crop in Namibia since it performs well in soils with low fertility. On rare occasions such as weddings, the Himba also they do eat meat, but this is more an exception than a rule. Now, Himbas, they are also animists. And their supreme being is called Mukulu. So the way they communicate with their god is through the holy fire. The smoke of the holy fire rises towards heaven, which enables them to communicate with their ancestors who stand in direct contact with the supreme being. In every village, you will find the holy fire, you actually find the holy fire. While next to it, some logs of wood are put on a sacred stone to feed the fire when needed. So you're not allowed to cross the holy line if you are an outsider or you have not been invited into the village. So the holy line starts from the main entrance of the chief's hut and goes straight, passing the holy fire to the entrance of the cattle enclosure. One thing you must know also is that the Himba people, they don't bathe. They don't bathe. But how do they survive if they don't bathe? That's one thing you must also know. The Himba people, there is a rule called bathing is forbidden. Now, rather than for them, their baths, the women take a smoke bath and apply aromatic resins on their skin. They're also guided by the belief that the color red signifies earth and blood. So their red skin is one of the things that make them extremely unique. The red color is from the otjize paste, a combination of butter fat, omzumba, scrub, and ochre. And its function is to protect their skin from the harsh desert sun and insects, like I told you. So for them, they don't bathe. Like you will never find a Himba bathing, like putting water on their body. They really don't bathe. That's one thing you must also know about them. For them, they don't bathe. They don't bathe. And by the way, another interesting fact is that the older women, they walk for kilometers, collect firewood and water, while another group focuses on cooking enough food to feed the 30 or so mouths in this homestead. So the boys mainly look after the cattle and goats, while the young girls help with taking care of the many children running around. So there is a great sense of shared responsibility. But since Namibia's independence is in the early 1990s, then a different style has begun to filter through. And the Himba people also, they are predominantly farmers. They raise different breeds of livestock, especially goats, cattle, sheep. So the women collect firewood, search for potable water, cook and serve meals, and skillfully make things by hand. Okay, some members of the tribe are religious and socially inclined, worshipping the gods of their ancestors. They can also be polygamous, marrying many of their girls off at an early age. But one thing about the tribe is that they do not take bath with water, like I told you. This is mostly because of their harsh climatic conditions. The Himba people live in one of the most extreme environments on earth, with a harsh desert climate and the unavailability of potable water. So, however, their lack of bathing has not resulted into lack of personal hygiene. No, members of the tribe apply red ochre on their skin and partake in a daily smoke bath in order to maintain good hygiene. So to do this, they put, like what I said, they put smoldering charcoal into a little bowl of herbs, mostly leaves and little branches of comifera trees. Then they pour over the smoking bowl until they start perspiring. For the full body wash, they cover themselves with a blanket so that the smoke gets trapped underneath the fabric. So that's how they bathe. But they don't bathe with water. And they are used to eat. So you cannot convince them that, water is good for bathing. No. So for them, they don't bathe with water. So guys, that is the Himba tribe actually. A lot of tribes in Africa, they do different things. But for today, I just wanted to give you a sneak preview of the Himba tribe. Maybe at a later stage, I will explore Africa and I bring you different tribes and their cultures. Like every tribe has a different culture. My name is Dedan from Uganda. Please consider subscribing. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, please, guys. Give this video a like. Just click the like button, click the notification button, and that's all. And wait for the next video. See you when you see me.